Good morning. Welcome to the first lesson for colouring in course, and I'm Joanna, and you may meet me online later on a Facebook Live. So today our first lesson is blending, and this is very simple, easy method that I've learnt. I've been able to teach many people, and it has changed their colouring in. And from here on in, you will find that you will use this method in almost all colouring in to do with pencils. So this design here is really good for this purpose because you have the small hearts and the wider tips. Each section here, you can try a different colour palette, or if you've got colours that you love, you can do the whole thing in the one colour. Down here we've got different little colour palette pickers. So I've got the 3 squares in groups. What I need you to do is to select 3 colours from dark to light, so a dark, medium and a light. And like I said, you can choose all the one colour. So if you've got blue, you've got a light blue, medium blue and a dark blue. Same with any other colour. If you do want to mix your colours, I would suggest choosing colours that do actually mix with each other. So you could have yellow, orange, red, green, blue to a darker blue, or yellow, green, blue. Pink, purple, blue. So just think about what colours you might want to try. This is a lesson. You are very, very welcome to make mistakes. You would have printed off your sheet. I use 140 GSM paper, so it's quite thick. And so you may get a different effect with the different paper that you choose to print on. And so I'm going to start and show you my process. So the first thing I'm going to do is choose my colour. I'm thinking I might choose, last time I did this I did blue. I have a bit of a blue thing going on, but maybe this time I might go green. So it's a light green. There's a dark green, so I need a medium. Sometimes with your pencils you'll find that what looks light, medium and dark doesn't always translate light, medium and dark. So the first thing I'm going to do is check them on my pickers. Now, some people use the one box to, I'll show you, to test out their colours, to make sure that they blend nicely. So I'm happy with those colours. I have another green here which looks light, but I think it's actually darker. No, it is lighter, so I could go there. As you learn and you go along, you can add colours. I do like to add a 4th darker colour to my mix. You can see here that this medium colour that I've chosen is of a different temperature. So these 3 have the similar cool temperature, and this one has a bit of a warmer temperature, so I might take this one out. My pencils here have numbers on them, so I like to write the number as well. This is the dark one, so 691. Obviously you wouldn't write your numbers up into it. This one, 684. This way you'll be able to check what colours you don't want to use. So, yeah. So I'm going to get into it and show you how I now blend. I'm going to sit down, hang on. So 700 I don't want, so I'm going to put him back, or her. I don't know if it's like a car where you give them a gender, but so I'll start with my light, medium. I tend to start with my medium colour, 684, and I cover half of the space. I'm going to do this section here. So I'm going to go from this area to this area, very lightly in smooth, even strokes. And build up the colours nice and even. You want the ends to be jagged. What you want to do is create a net with your pencils. So I'm going to go light. And I'm going to cross over into the medium. Now I'll choose my dark. This can go down to the sides a little, crossing over into the medium just. I colour quite lightly and repeat my layers to build up that nice smooth richness. So now I'm going to go back to my medium. This is something that I find a lot of people don't do. They don't do another layer or 3 layers or 4. They do the 1 layer and they have this colour pencil kind of look about it. What you want to do is build up your layers to totally cover the paper and get this deep, beautiful richness. I covered the whole of the medium with my light colour. What that does, it's sort of the same kind of concept as using a blender pencil. So the lighter colour fills all the gaps that you've missed with your medium. Go back to the heart. I'm going to get a little bit heavier with the heart. So you can see there a really beautiful blended effect. When I said that I sometimes use a 3rd colour, I'll show you what I mean. I'll try and find my 3rd. Probably would use this blue. I'd make sure it's quite sharp. Because I don't want to cover too much paper with it. I do have this sort of brown that might actually be better. Hang on. You'd get a different effect depending on what colour you use. So I'm going to use this brown. I'm just going to come in nice and deep in here. Just to bring that out a little bit. See? Perfect. I can see a little bit of a solidness there, so I'm just going to blend it out a little. just lightly covering another layer. Medium. I'm always checking the numbers, making sure I've picked up the right one. You can see as you get more and more layers, the richness comes. I've gone a different angle here. Sometimes doing a different angle can help fill in the gaps. Beautiful. So there, so I'm going to continue around. I'm going to speed up the process and you just check it out as I go. I'm finished there. It looks so colourful. You can see I've consistently got all the way through the beautiful blends and lots of different colour choices. There was one that I wasn't too sure of. Where did it go? Maybe it did work. But you will learn through doing this kind of process that what does work and what doesn't work. Some, like this one here, and this one here, you find you create these really unique blends that are just beautiful. Things that you could use in flora and fauna pictures. So please experiment, enjoy. Don't worry if you get it wrong. As you can see here, I've really used the boxes. I got a bit creative towards the end. I started to not use the method that I started off with. I was using one or two colours. I was starting in the middle. Like some colours I wasn't sure what to blend with, so I thought I'll lay down the middle and see what colours that I might like to put for the heart and the tip. I think this was one of them. And if you have any questions, let me know. So the next step, this is lesson 1. The next step is this page. This is using exactly the same method as this page. But now you get to have a go at the parts that you really loved. So you might want to do different blue blends down here, maybe a purpley, pinky purple here going out to a darker purple into the blues. So you might want to create a gradient within this picture. Some people have done the orange, yellow, red and made it look like flames. It was just all a sunset. It's just beautiful. I did mine in blues and aquas. I even tried using the same process with watercolor pencils. So after I coloured and shaded, I used the brush to brush them out. So have a go at this one. This is sort of like your homework. So this is the lesson. And then the second one is now applying this lesson through to a proper full picture. So I'm not going to demonstrate this one today, but I'd love to see everybody's finished pieces. And next week I'll show you this one finished. I'll work on it in the evenings when I'm having some downtime. But I hope you've loved this lesson. You'll find that this is going to change your colouring in now and help you to create these beautiful blends. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, any questions, let me know and I will answer them in the next video.